As you mentioned in your presentation, Facebook is taking action to promote individual control. Could you maybe go into a bit of detail here?
Yeah, what we're trying to do at Facebook is learn from some of the work that's been done in the world of design and bring that to the world of data and how people exercise choice and control and have transparency over their data. So these are often very difficult problems for people to understand and to get solutions to. So we're bringing that kind of expertise that we solve many other problems in our lives to this question of data and transparency, trust and control. So we've been working with a number of organisations to start to provide solutions that create really good outcomes for people.
You talked about working with startups. What would you recommend to starting companies who, among other responsibilities, now have to deal with this regulation?
So for startups that have data-driven businesses, probably the most important thing they can be doing is really trying to put the consumer at the centre of what they do. There's obviously a lot of requirements in the GDPR, and small companies will struggle with meeting many of those requirements, but it really fundamentally will come down to making sure that the individual and their data is at the centre of how they think about managing that data for the consumer.
What are some of the global challenges that a company like Facebook, or we can imagine other giant companies, is facing compared to smaller companies?
Well, Facebook is very well known. So we operate in almost every country in the world. We provide services everywhere to almost 2 billion users. So providing a consistent and an experience that people want across the world is a really important objective of us. But naturally we're respectful of requirements and cultural differences and legal differences across the world, so we're constantly talking to regulators and policymakers and NGOs to understand people's needs and make sure that as we build our products and our services, we reflect that in the way we give people choices and control and enable them to manage their privacy.
What would you say it's important for people to take away from a conference like this?
So I think the most important step to take away from a conference like this is we've got 1 year left for the GDPR to come into effect. So there's a lot of work to be done internally, and most of the companies, I'm sure, are well down the path of getting ready for doing that work. So we're just going to keep going as fast as you can.